Peace and Islam. Welcome unto the Amexem-Moor-Empire, Moor's Internet Televideo-Network, or M.I.T.N for short, which is a part of the Imperial Broadcasting Agency. Today's date on the Amexem-Moor calendar is the 10th of Dub, Love Day, that is, on the year 301631. I am the Honorable Noble Tina Il, and I serve as the lead video broadcast agent. I shall be your hostess for this broadcasting segment. And this segment is 36 of the Amexem-Moor-Empire perspective, entitled Food Growth Operations Within the Empire. So we are welcoming back to our segment His Imperial Majesty and Anu Il Bey. Welcome back to our segment, His Imperial Majesty, and I'm trusting all is well with you this evening, Islam.
Peace and light, Islam. Thank you for having me, Honorable Noble Tina. All is truly well on this end, and I trust that all is well with you as well, Islam.
Islam. Gratitude for asking. All is fair on my end. Islam.
All right, so you're saying we're going to be covering agriculture. I suppose I can speak to the latest things that have recently happened. So we recently acquired and deployed the last of the equipment for the basal food growth and trade operations in Command Area 22. That will be the Anishinaabeg and Musanghai district here in North Amexem. I am aware that the equipment is currently being assembled, and in due course, things should be prepared for the germination process and hopefully get into a good growth process that will lead to a good harvest. And we look forward to seeing how that all plays out. I can't go beyond that regarding Anishinaabeg at this point because I know that there's steps that's being taken and trainings that have to be done. So I can't give you a definitive time on when to expect the germination process and growth process to actually start. It shouldn't be very long. That said, I've had discussions with the Dendi Fari, or in English, the regional governor for the M.I.T.N region. We had to acquire and deploy additional non-GMO seeds into the Zanaga district. We shall attend to that in due course as well. In terms of the Ghana Songhai district and the M.I.T.N region, we are not growing the okra there, not until we get the outdoor greenhouse on station, which we won't be doing until we fund a few things more on this side of the ocean. Then we shall attend to that, and then we shall attend to the outdoor greenhouse for the Kenyatta district. Currently, the outdoor greenhouse in the Zanya-Matabele district down in the absolute southern rim region, according to the regional governor there, Distinguished Noble Prokopor Regni Shati Bey, things have proven to be a bit of an annoyance regarding the repairs to the outdoor greenhouse there. It's a large outdoor greenhouse. And because we had start test growth of onions and some other crops in the winter season there, according to the report from the regional governor, because of the quote-unquote El Nino effect, it's impacted the weather pattern there further than expected, and the result is we lost our onion crop and all the other crops that we grew. Now, we weren't growing on 2, 3, or 4 hectares of land, so these were small parcels that we were testing on. So we were looking to get data and potentially use what we were growing there to feed our family there, but however, not take anything to market for trade. It wasn't that much that was being grown. It was a test phase. So to that end, we're not going to be growing anything there, unfortunately, because we don't think we're going to have the outdoor greenhouse in the Zanya-Matabele up to speed yet. So we're going to wait it out until the autumn. Autumn for us will be spring for them. So when we get into the autumn and they head into the spring, we will resume our operations there for the Department for the Agriculture. In terms of the Kenyatta district, though, we have completed the latest round of the, according to District Governor Honorable El-Faz Ronald Ali, we have completed the latest round of weed elimination in Orchard 1, where the avocado trees are. The avocado tree photos that I just recently saw, you can see they're all flowered up. Some of them have small little avocados on them. So we anticipate before the Earth year is out, we're going to have some avocados. Now, from what I can see from some of the photos, it looks like it's only probably 3 to 5 actual avocados per se per tree. Now, there may be more as the second rain season is about to begin. So that may push some things along. I don't know that. It's potential that it could. So if that holds true, we may have some avocados in small numbers, maybe enough to take a market. We'll find that out in due course. The other thing we found out was Orchard 2, where the apples are, in the Carolina City and the Kenyatta district. It seems to be half of those particular trees are starting to look like trees, not like twigs anymore. The mulch is down, and a few other things have been taken care of, and up to half of those apple trees are also flowering. So maybe this time next year, because those trees are still very small, and I don't anticipate them having any apples on it. I'll be surprised if they do. So I presume this time next Earth year, we should begin to see some harvesting of some apples. So we'll continue to do our work honorably, rightly, and justly. I have to say that Noble Dennis, who's in charge of the Department of Agriculture in the Kenyatta district as a district operations manager, he's doing quite well on the watch of the district governor. And we do give thanks for the efforts that they're putting in. That's probably all I can cover at the moment regarding agriculture. Do you have any follow-on questions for me at this point, Honorable Noble Tina? Islam.
That concludes it for this segment. It was just a follow-up. I do open up the floor for you for any closing remarks regarding what we just spoke on.
Islam. All right. So earlier this evening, I had to convene the Imperial Council to conduct your official business for the main session. We have some working sessions scheduled throughout the strong. 2 nights from now, we'll have the first of those particular sessions. During the convening that we had this evening, I did say to you previously in the segment that there are some that are up for promotion, and then there are particular positions that had to be filled. So I did present in your service, by the pursuant of the Article 2, Section 1, Clause 7 of the Amexem-Moor-Empire Constitution, I did move to appoint an al-Qadi or al-Hakam, or in English, an Imperial Court judge. And under said article, section, and clause, as constitutional marker, I had the ability to appoint the Imperial Court judge. However, under that same article, section, and clause, the Imperial Council has to vote to authorize them to, in fact, be an al-Qadi or al-Hakam or not. So during this process, the presentation was made and discussion did proceed. I did test the waters to see where things could go, and there was no consensus to proceed to a vote. Minister for the Customs and a few others decided that they wanted to table that. So during the working sessions, we will not bring that up. So at the next main Imperial Council meeting, we shall bring that up, and potentially there could be a vote. We'll see how it plays. However, as it stands right now, the Imperial Council was in they took the mindset of no consensus for a vote. So they're going to take their time to contemplate and discern, as they should. That's why we have the process set the way we have. I appoint and they decide by vote when they're ready to decide by vote in one direction or another. So that's basically I can share at this point. Do you have any questions? What I just explained to you? I'm Noble Tina, Islam.
I had one, but I want to cover it in a future segment. It's regarding the judging. But once it's sorted out, I guess, then we shall continue in the next segment in the future.
Islam, so noted for the record. That's all I have at this point. I yield the floor back to you at this time. Islam.
Islam, gratitude is in Your Majesty. So on behalf of yourself, the Moors Internet Televideo-Network, our audience, I just want to say thank you for all of your service and also answering your question. My questions for this particular segment. So gratitude for your service, Islam.
Islam.
Islam. And to our wonderful audience, more information about the Amexem-Moor-Empire, imperial government down to the local level, operations, our contact is available through the website that we influence, which is modernmoormonarchy.squarespace.com. That website again, modernmoormonarchy.squarespace.com. So show us some love, leave a positive comment or feedback. I would appreciate it. We all would. And thank you in advance. You are also encouraged to share the segment of this Amexem-Moor-Empire with all who you associate with. And until next time, on behalf of His Imperial Majesty, all of my fellow Amexem-Moor-Empire nationals all across the planet, we say peace, great health, and prosperity upon all of you and upon all of us. Islam.